And President Trump's reported phone conversation with the Ukrainian president is also causing controversy this morning. It was a big topic at the Polk County Steak Fry in Iowa, where politics was on the top of the menu for the 17 Democratic candidates who stopped by. CBS 4's Hillary Lane wraps it all up.
Democratic presidential candidates turned out to flip steaks and win votes at the annual Steak Fry in Des Moines, Iowa. In a still crowded field, some took aim at President Trump over the controversy in a whistleblower case over his reported phone conversation with the Ukrainian president.
An act against the people of the United States to collaborate or attempt to collaborate with a foreign leader.
He believes he is above the law.
In an interview Friday, Ukraine's foreign minister denied suggestions President Trump put pressure on the nation's leader. Former Vice President Joe Biden addressed reports President Trump pressed Ukraine's president to investigate his son, Hunter Biden.
Trump deserves to be investigated. Why is he on the phone with a foreign leader, trying to intimidate a foreign leader, if that's what happened?
Hunter Biden worked for a Ukrainian gas company during the Obama administration. President Trump tweeted Saturday, "The fake news media and their partner, the Democrat Party, want to stay as far away as possible from the Joe Biden demand that the Ukrainian government fire a prosecutor who is investigating his son, or they won't get a very large amount of U.S. money. So they fabricate a story about me and a perfectly fine and routine conversation I had with the new president of the Ukraine. Nothing was said that was in any way wrong." The Biden campaign Saturday issued a statement calling the president's side of the story a conspiracy theory. Hillary Lane, CBS News, New York.
The Trump administration has refused to turn over the formal whistleblower complaint by a national security official or even describe the complaint's contents. And speaking of Iowa, there is a statistical dead heat for first place on the Democratic side among caucus goers in the Hawkeye state. The new CNN Des Moines Register Mediacom poll shows Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren beating former Vice President Joe Biden by 2 points. However, that is within the poll's margin of error, making it technically a tie. Warren gained 7 points since June, while Biden lost 3. Bernie Sanders clinched third with 11%. Mayor Pete Buttigieg locked in fourth place with 9%, and Kamala Harris stayed unchanged at 6%. You can look for much more on the Trump presidency and campaign 2020 on Face the Nation. That's ahead this morning at 10:30.